What's up, guys? What's going on?
Otto
Mochi, what's
barking
up,
at us
Raph?
earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Finally getting back to 16. I need to finish this game. Like, I can't play a Final Fantasy game and not beat it, so.
Take a seat, Clive.
Let's see.
Clive, was it?
I was about to say what happened? What's up, Rudy? What up? What happened? He said, Kai. Well, what's going on?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
Hey, what's up? Can y'all hear me? Just want to make sure. Because he got his ass whipped on Man by 21 Savage. He flipped out. You know that dude does things for show. That's probably just a drummer pipe.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given.
Okay, thanks.
But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that.
Do you think
It is a burden
Sony's
I
gonna
must
censor
bear
Stellar
until my
Blade? You
dying
just want to
day.
wait and see. I did a video talking about it.
Spoken true. Forgiveness.
I'll be streaming
and
the State of Play
salvation
tomorrow.
can
Check the
only be
community tab.
acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that...
Oh, what's
I
up?
see
What's
now
up? What's
were
going on?
scarcely worth living.
Anonymous boss. What's going on, poop?
Be they
What's up,
beggars
Annabelle?
or beggars, most but march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
What's up, Neo? What's going on? What's up, fam?
With a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What
You're playing
trouble
a
are you
classic
looking to get
theme.
yourself into now?
The best kind.
I guess you'll be waiting for a minute,
To sneak into the Imperial
Osmond.
capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Oh, got to see his mom. Okay, about time. I can't stand that bitch. Earlier. Despite my problems with the gameplay, I love the characters like so far, and the story got me interested in wanting to know what's going on. I don't know if it's going to hold up by the time they get to the end, but so far it got my attention.
Without their yield,
Story.
we'd be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the Black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Okay.
Your Radiance?
I don't really watch Avatar, so I'm probably not going to even comment on it too much, or probably not at all, because I never watched it before. Was really never really into Avatar, so
If you mean
I'm not. Let me put it this way: I'm not interested enough for me wanting to dig in and break and dissect it. I have to research Avatar, then I gotta understand Sokka's character. I don't feel like going to do all that. So
Did we swear to see our peoples down?
Well, I really do think.
I have Cold Vein. I haven't completed it though.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
This
There will be
nigga
uproar.
trying to start a
Then
war.
we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmeks.
Nah,
I will not keep
I'm gonna get second. I'm gonna get it next week. Bills are coming up. The game released at the end of this month. Bills come up at the first week. Bills come first. After I pay my bills, and then I'll buy the game. And my daughter's tuition for a private school, I have to pay at the beginning of the month.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Yep. I got Like a Dragon because I already paid that off at the beginning of the month.
I
So
must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
oh, the mother crystal, not which calls mom.
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. Alright, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you
Oh,
see the
so
problem.
that one over there with the
Imagine
kingdoms
just
that the
how
whole.
much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their
That's the
ether
whole
a gift from the
world.
heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was
The
inconvenient.
truth is inconvenient. Exactly.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
ups? The gods themselves?
It's always the higher ups. Controlling people, lie to
So now you
people.
want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free.
Yeah, the voice acting to this is good. I'm sorry, man. They fucking did the voice actor who does Clyde voice. They did him dirty at the Game Awards for the motherfucker that does the voice to one of the characters in Baldur's Gate 3. That bias. That shit is crazy, dog. Like I said, my only issue with 16 is the combat, is the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? That's the only issue I have. But other than that, so far, man, the acting on this shit is crazy, man. It's top notch acting on here, voice acting. And the story got me interested so far. I'm just hoping the story it holds up by the time I make it to the end. But that's what got me invested right now. That's why I'm willing to go through this gameplay, because I want to know what's going to happen next.
It's nice to have you aboard all the same.
You don't have to do that, Moshi. I appreciate it. Thanks. I appreciate it. You don't have to do that. I'm gonna, and besides, if you do end up buying the game, I don't know when I'm going to jump on it. I don't want you doing that, because I'm going to buy it next week, and then I don't even know when I'm going to actually play it. That's the thing. I got Street Fighter 6. I bought it and still haven't really touched it yet. I played the World Tour, a bit of that, but I haven't even played the game itself. I haven't even hit the lab. I didn't even pick Jory yet. I didn't do none of that. I've just been buying games and just haven't been, playing them yet. I've just been busy content creating for you guys and working on my comic book universe, and my comic book is in development right now. So this is the launch. I'm launching my comic series and universe this year. So I'm preparing for all that. So I've just been busy. And then remember, I have a 3D hentai community, just like you guys are my community over here. I have a whole nother community on the internet as well. So I got two personas I gotta uphold. So I'm always busy. And then of course, me being a single father and my daughter lives with me full time. So it's just so much I have to juggle. So right now, what I'm doing, if you haven't checked out the podcast I was on She Lion's gaming podcast. And we were talking about content creation and stuff, and right now what I'm doing, I'm trying to create a buffer. I'm trying to get as much work done so it can give me free time like this. This is the first time I played a game since September of last year. Because the last game I played was the My Hero Academia game.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
Oh yeah, you can buy. Yeah. I'll link you to my hentai content and stuff. Yeah, you can be able to buy my content when I launch the campaign. You'll know all. You guys will know all that when that announcement happens. So I won't leave you guys in the dark. Yeah, my daughter. Oh, you said. Oh, you got a 8-year-old boy. I got a 14-year-old daughter. She about to be 15. She'll be 15 next. Yeah, 15 in March, and I'll be 37 in March.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers.
At least you guys got laid. Most of us guys are doing
DNR own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine.
Yeah, my daughter. My daughter's a teenager. I'm getting old.
Thank you.
I am getting old. My daughter be going to college in 3 more years. I'll be sending her off, huh?
Perhaps. I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through.
Man, it's nothing wrong dating your consoles and your games, man. Trust me. You're not missing nothing out here. Take your time.
And if you can find Sid's letter,
take your time.
My life.
If it's there,
take your time when it comes to women and dating and stuff, because right now it's bad out here.
Make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way.
Like, you have to choose between a woman and a game. Choose a game.
will you?
That's how bad it is.
Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
And I'm saying this because you have to weigh the cost, man. Is it worth it? Because like right now, like I just date on and off. Or I have my fun times, But the reason why I'm so successful now because I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in anything full time. I'm just focusing on my daughter and focusing on what I'm doing. Because I noticed that every time I progress slow in my life is every time I decide to bring a woman into my life. And every time I bring her into my life, whatever problems she has, those problems come to my life. Because my life is totally fine without her. Soon I bring her in, that's when shit get difficult, shit get complicated for no reason. And it's not even coming from me. Most of my problems that I end up having to deal with is her problems and her issues. And then she want my time and she want me to focus on her. She wants everything focused on her. Never again.
It's like out there for a bear on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
My channel, I could have probably been up there with PewDiePie and them if I would have just focused.
Need outweighs the risk.
If I would have just stayed on my channel, man. If I would have just stayed on my channel back when I started,
Karen does what she can.
I would have been a bigger YouTuber. But got involved with my daughter's mom.
You were a soldier, were you not?
Running around chasing after her, trying to balance things out. You know what I'm saying?
I ask a favor.
She thinking I'm neglecting her because I'm trying to hustle and grind. So I put that down, trying to prove to her that hey, I'm not neglecting you and stuff. And they don't end up appreciate it. You still end up losing them anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do what I can.
Her and I breaking up was the best thing that ever happened.
Friend.
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
If you do end up meeting a nice woman, man, you hold on to her if you end up meeting one. But you gotta make sure, man, that she's in it. She's in it for the long haul. She's in it for you. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that she's a pleasant individual to be around. That you look forward to seeing her. That she don't make your life a living hell and just stressful for no goddamn reason. You gotta make sure she's not fucking selfish, which you don't want. You don't want a selfish ass woman. You do not want a selfish woman. A selfish woman will break you, will ruin you. She wants you to care about the things that she cares about, but when it comes to you, she don't care about it. You don't want that. And the crazy thing is, the moment she hurts you, and you mention that all the things that you have done for her, and then the first thing she'll tell you, I never asked you to do those things. They do it all the time. And you look like a fucking idiot. So focus on yourself, fellas. Focus on yourself. Because when you work on yourself, I keep saying this on all my chill streams, my real talk streams, man. When you focus on yourself, man, you're going to attract the right woman in your life. You are. It comes with the package. But you have to focus on yourself. You have to get up. You have to focus, grind, stay in health, stay in better health, get in the gym, do something. You know, it's nothing wrong playing video games, man. That relieves your stress, but you also got to work on yourself as well. And then you'll create the right type of vibe, you create the right energy. And when you give the right vibes, you're going to attract the right people, also the right women as well. But you got just take your time. There's no rush. But right now, man, the juice ain't worth the squeeze out here when it comes to these women. Is that bad out here? All right. Which one I'm going to do first? That's the speed limit. I guess we do this one first. Coaching channel for dudes. We need more communities like this. Well, I have a red pill channel. I just don't use it. It's called Brian Meets Reality. I shared it. I shared it on my channel a while ago. I mean, man, I haven't uploaded on that channel almost half a year now, or a year. I mean, I can use. I would like. As long as you guys would like to hear like my advice and talk about like topics as far as relationships. It's not just for men, it's for women too. Because I mean, like I said, the way I am, man, I'm about balance, man. I'm about balance, but I'm always going to give the male perspective because I'm a male. But I also want my content that to also be good advice for women too, because women need to hear this too as well. Because a lot of women is being lied to and stuff. They're being lied, given a narrative saying, hey, if you do this and that, this is how you're gonna be able to attract a man, and it's actually not making you attract a man. It's actually making you repel men from you. So hopefully, women hear what I have to say and get a chance to, and understand what men are going through and their experiences and stuff, and maybe like, oh, you know what? Like maybe I've been doing things the wrong way the whole time.
To be picking grapes, aren't you?
Yeah.
Master Quentin.
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby, and I suppose you've seen.
Yeah, my red pill channel will be totally different. I'm not gonna be like a fresh and fit and stuff like that. I want to give y'all healthy advice and advice also for women as well. It's pretty much for everybody, but it's always gonna be geared towards men because I'm a man.
Towards Lost Wing. Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding.
But yeah, I have a red pill channel. I just don't use it.
Thank you.
And for a little bit, I had like my videos was doing really, really good because the topics I was covering and stuff like that, and my reaction to like certain scenarios and stuff like that. It's called Brian Meets Reality. You can just type that in. You should be able to see it there and subscribe to it. Or I'll post a link in the chat when I get a chance. He said, everyone, what do you think of Sun Tzu, The Art of War? I heard, what's up, Rocky? I heard this Sun Tzu, The Art of War. I never read it. I heard it's really good. That's another thing I need to do more. I need to get into reading books. There's a lot you can learn from books, and that's what y'all need to do too, guys. Read some books.
Back are you? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
This is my advice. This is gonna be like a homework assignment for you guys. Every day, when you wake up or whenever you have free time during your day, pop in a motivational video, like a motivational speech. I don't care. It could be from Jordan Peterson. It can be from anybody. Elon Musk. I don't care. Just type in motivational video. Inspiration, motivation, or inspiration. Type that in and let it play, or download it, rip it from YouTube so it can turn into audio and put it in your headphones. Go to the gym or go on your walk or while you concentrating. Have it play, man. That's what also gets you motivated. When you hear inspiration, you hear motivation. You need that in your life. That pumps you up. It's like a gas. Put it in the tank and it fills you up.
If it isn't Sid's young protege.
That's what I do. I listen to a lot of motivational stuff, man. You don't understand what that will do to your spirits.
Coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed.
Oh, what's up, Samurai? What's up, Video?
Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him.
It's so killed at Justice League live stream.
Clive?
You won't find that here. Archive is stupid. He said so. You won't find that here.
Sun's setting fast.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Yeah, I spent there. I went through all
I
that.
trust it's all here. Ah, yes.
Oh, that jump is so gay. What kind? That's not even a jump. Man, WB just they may as well file for bankrupt, and friends be shocked that I read. Simply, I just want to live a life ignorant. I hear you, Samurai. You should react to the league's death. Yeah, well, like, what I try to do is, if I do reacts,
Sorry, boy.
I like to do them live, like when they first happen, because I already seen the league's deaths already, and me reacting to them is like it wouldn't be a genuine reaction because I already seen them already. And like me, I like to be authentic. I can't stand people who do reactions and they oversell it. It'd be so corny. It'd be so fucking lame. They'd be overhyped, overdoing it, and stuff like that. But me, I like people to get my honest reaction when I see stuff, and I'd rather them see it when we all experience it together. Like when y'all saw me do the what was the last event? It was the Game Awards, and they revealed Visions of Mana, and they revealed, and I put the reaction up too as well. The reaction is on the channel, the Visions of Mana reaction, and also the Sega reaction, the Sega Surge. And y'all guys got my raw, like, authentic reaction. Like, it just caught me off guard. Just hype. You know? Yeah. That's the only time y'all can catch me. The only time, like... Yeah, some people watch them beforehand, or what happens is if something does come out, that's why I said follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, because a lot of you guys starting to follow me on Twitter, and sometimes you guys bring things to my attention that I've never seen. So what you can do is, if there is something that I haven't seen, you can DM me on Twitter and say, "Hey, Mugen Lord, have you seen this? I like to see you react to this." So I will hold on to that content and react and just react to it and make a video out of it for you guys. But like I said, I like to do everything as authentic as possible when it comes to stuff like that with reactions. Yeah, the side quest is not really getting me, but you know I'll try to do enough to make sure I get enough gil and level grind. So. I may not do all the quests, but I just want to just do enough to make sure I'm well leveled.
The sod insisted on drawing him off. Where did this happen?
I'm done now.
Further down the road, in the clearing, please.
Yeah, well, tomorrow's video.
I'll do what I can.
Main quest is worse. Don't spoil nothing. I gotta finish this game. I got it. I'm still early in the game. Like I said, it was like a slog to get through it because, like I said, I don't like the whole action. They went completely action with this game. Now, the thing about 16, I will say about this, what they got right, they took it back to like more like a medieval fantasy. This is classic Final Fantasy. We also got the crystals again. You know, it would have just been dope if they just took Final Fantasy VII Remake's combat system, but add their own twist to it, and then you have a party system with party members. And can you imagine classes? Oh man, it's perfect. It would have been perfect. And the voice acting is great. It's so damn good. And I love the environments. This is an actual open environment where you can actually explore a bit in here. I really appreciate what they've done here with as far as like the environments and stuff like that. But I'm not really an action game guy, you know? Now I gotta focus. I can't talk while play. Can't do combat while playing, especially action games. Oh, messed that up. Ah, dodging at the right time. Oh, I forgot. I had the wrong ability on. Woo! Woo! This shit hurt my fucking thumbs, man. This button mashing shit. I don't like, and that's another thing. The PS, I prefer the Xbox Series X controller over the PS5 controller. Does not feel good on the hands at all, for me. The DualShock 4 was better, felt better than this. My fucking fingers, my fucking thumbs are hurting right now. Got him. There we go. What's up, J-Man? What's going on? Let's see what we got here. I think mostly all the side quests are busy in most games. Hard to find good story and side content. Well, a lot of people said that when people talk about The Witcher 3, a lot of people said the side content was better than like the actual main content itself. He said, just give me Final Fantasy 12 combat in 16. That would work too. Like the thing about Final Fantasy 12, the storyline didn't pull me. The storyline was so mid. It was so mid, but the combat, and especially when they remastered it with the Zodiac of Age for the PS4, I purchased that as well, and they redid the license board and stuff like that. Oh man, but I just could not get into the story whatsoever. And it's like with Final Fantasy 12, it was like, who was the main character in that game? It was like the game couldn't decide if it wanted to make Balthier or Ash. But you would see Ash and Vaughn on the front box art, but Vaughn was like more like a side character. His arc was like really close really early, and he's just there for the ride. And then yeah, like I said, Bosch, Balthier, and Ash. It's like those were like the focus characters at some points within the story itself. But the story just didn't hold on to me. That's the reason why that's another Final Fantasy game I never finished. I played most of them. I played all of them except for 5. No, I'm missing 5, 3, and then I didn't beat 12. No, and 15. I forgot about 15. I do like 15. Now I'm liking this way better than 15.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too
sniffing
late.
it.
He doesn't deserve
Drink
to
a
go
Red
on the
Bull.
roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
I can't play Arise again. I can't there's like Arise storyline was meh. Arise storyline was meh, but the gameplay was awesome, and I love the characters. The dialogue between the characters and everything. I enjoyed every aspect of the character developments and stuff like that. Fell in love with the cast, but the story was meh. And the thing that bothered me about Arise, all right, look at 16 for instance. You see this environment right here? You see how it's much more open? It's not an open world, but each area is open and it's branching paths, and there's some areas to explore. Arise give you that illusion, because in Arise you have areas that look like this, but it's linear as fuck. There's really no exploration in it, and then everything seems so close together. There's no overworld like the old Tales games, and everything seems so close together. You'll go through a forest, go through a cave, and come out. Now you're in like a winter place. That's how oh, thanks Magician for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the story was meh, and and the thing was that the only reason why I won't go back and play Arise, the thing that really that bothered me and irked me about the game, and I also reviewed it as well. The thing that really irked me about the game was the CP system, which is your magic points. The other Tales games, everybody had their own individual like magic points or whatever, but that game has a CP pool, which everybody pulls from that same magic points pool. So what I hate about it was the orange gel, apple gel, all the items was like much more expensive. And I didn't understand why the items were expensive compared to the older games. Because apple gel, orange gel, lemon gel, all that stuff was like cheap to get in the older games. But they were much more expensive here to even recover your CP pool. And then when I found out from one of you guys in the chat when I was streaming the game, y'all told me there was an in-game item shop. Then it clicked on me. I was like, wait a minute, this is why these items are expensive as fuck. Like apple gel, orange gel, all that stuff is because of the in-game shop. They artificially bloated or artificially like make the game like difficulty, because you have these weird difficult spikes too. Especially when you fight the boss. Like you really power level, and then you fight a boss, and next thing you know, you fucking the boss up, and then they do this one attack that just take all your health, or sometimes even kill you. Sometimes I'm like, where did this spike come from? But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, they did that to make players utilize their in-game shop. It's a single player game. It's a Tales game. Why the fuck are they doing that? That's why I'm not bothering that game again. So that's the thing that turned me off by Arise. After I beat it, I said I'm not, because like I said, when it comes to my JRPGs, like I always go back and revisit revisit these games. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Carl. I always go back and revisit, like especially the ones that I really like. I always go back and revisit, you know. But I have no incentive. Like I like to play Arise, to go back and replay it. That's how I feel about it. Plus I hate it. I said Arise was mud Tales game for me. I played. Alright, a lot of you guys are telling me about Berseria. I might have to go pick that up. My brothers, no, matter of fact, my brothers got Berseria. I'm not sure if they packed it away. Oh, no, is it on PC as well, Berseria? Because if it's on PC, I'll pick it up for PC. But I think it's you, Code. I think it's you's the one that's telling me about that game. Like, you love that game. So, like, you give it such high praise, I have to go in and give that game a try. Alright, I'm gonna get on PC then. I'm gonna pick it up on PC. But you say so much. Every time we talk, you always talk about how much you love that fucking game.
My man.
Oh, what's up? Alright, what's up, Chris?
And
what's going on?
I can't help but notice you're alone.
Yeah, Code always talked to me about that game.
Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Yeah, Code gives that game high praise, so I would have to play it.
I knew he was brave.
Oh, what's up, Anna?
Though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Had you known him long?
A while.
Oh, dude, Abyss! No,
Abyss,
Abyss, dude. I need to finish. I had got it for the. I never got Abyss on the PS2 when it launched on PS2, but I got it for the Nintendo 3DS and loved that fucking game. Never got a chance to finish it because once I went back to college, I got so busy, never got around to playing it. Never got around to playing it again, and I ended up packing up all my 3DS stuff. It's in storage and stuff, but I would love for them to remake that. I'm doing good. Thanks, Honor. I only buy physical copies. I'll never be able to play Alan Wake 2. I still have the PS2 to this day. Yeah, I only have the 3DS version of Tales of the Abyss. But the 3DS version I had for my XL, my 3DS XL, and fell in love with that damn game. Man, if my 3DS wasn't packed up away in storage, I would go back and actually play my 3DS just to finish that game. Tales of the Abyss was really good from what I was playing at the time. Really, really good. Love the hell out of it. If they was to remake a Tales, pick a Tales game to remaster or remake, I'll like for them to remake it. But if they was to remaster like they did Tales of Vesperia, I would pick that up right away. I love that game. I love the hell out of that damn game.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Random question. You ever play Okage the Shadow King? Oh my god. I got that on PS2. I still got it. It was okay. I had got it when it came out, when it first came out. And the only reason why I bought it, because if you guys don't know, when PS2 came out, PS2 had the worst launch. PS2 hardly it took a minute for the PS2 to start putting out games. So I had got PS2 when it launched, and PS2 had no fucking games. It really didn't when it first started. It took a while. I was still playing my PS1 games on my PS2. That's how bad it was. But I bought Okage the Shadow King was because there was nothing on the PS2. My PS2 was starving for a PS2 game. It was starving. So I bought it. So my dad took me to GameStop and I picked that game out. And it was okay. I never beat it though, but it was okay. It was weird. It's unique. Those are the type of games that Sony don't do anymore. Don't have on their platforms anymore. Everything is this realism thing, you know? I better start buying only physical games since Ubisoft out their damn out their damn statement. But they've been saying dumb stuff for years now. Yeah, like you gotta understand, like, I've missed the era of video games where video games look like video games, even down to their characters. You know, bright colors and, you know, weird or unique art styles, you know, that really sits in your mind and you'll remember it for the rest of your life. Now all these new games, especially Sony is the pioneer for this. Everything is going with realism or trying to go for realism. And these things are no longer video games. Like every protagonist is generic as fuck. You either got the generic white guy, or now since we're in this woke era, you got these generic looking female characters that look unattractive, got the Captain Marvel haircut, or you got the typical black guy with the typical the mainstream Killmonger dreads. Everybody looks generic. No one stands out as a video game character anymore. Everybody looks generic as fuck. And I remember when things started getting generic is when PS3 released Infamous. Cole was so fucking generic. A generic bald-headed white dude. And I remember that was the era of the bald-head guys. Because I remember when the first Arkham series when the Arkham series first started and they revealed Robin, they gave him the shaved head and shit like that. It seemed like it was a lot of characters started having shaved heads and bald headed and shit. And they all like generic white guys with no personality and shit like that. We went through a whole era of that too. Yeah, every character was bald during that era. I remember that shit. I said, yo, why every fucking character was generic as shit? We went through an era. We went through a crazy era of that. Where the hell am I going? Wait, hold on 1 second. Oh, this was this is my brothers in there. Yeah, so yeah, man. I remember that era, man. That era was. I used to laugh at that era. I was like, yo, man, is this what we doing now? Is this what we doing? What's up, Ad J? What's up, Chronicles? Alright, I gotta go back to the map. How do I... Here we go. I'm surprised main characters now are not pregnant bald, man. In 2024.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
What do you suppose it could be?
Maybe I should just own up. There you are.
So Hack GU is one of the greatest JRPGs on the PS. Nah, I didn't care for Hack GU. My brother had those. I didn't care for those.
Found the things
they were okay. They were kind of average.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then.
Oh, you making some more bead arts? Okay, cool.
Thanks to you.
Oh, what's up, Quran? Quran. 2099.
Found out about that letter.
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
Oh yeah, every era did want to be brown at that because you had Resident Evil 5, you had Gears of War.
Studying in Canberra.
With that green, with that brown filter and shit.
Insane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting
games that innovated gaming and ruined gaming at the same time was Resident Evil 4, the Gears of War series, Halo. Well, I would say Call of Duty. But those are the games that really like pioneered certain things, you know, in the generation. And then developers, everybody started coming out with clones. Like, because when it came to Gears of War, had the cover system. Every game had the... Because first, Resident Evil 4 started the behind the shoulder, over the shoulder camera. Started that gameplay. And then ever since that happened, every third person shooter or every game now had over the shoulder gameplay. I can't stand that fucking gameplay. I can't stand it. Even God of War ditched its traditional gameplay and went over the shoulder. And it's the worst when you're playing in a form of an action game where you need to have the camera spin around so you can see your entire environment to see what enemies are pulling up on you and everything. They decided to give God of War over the shoulder, which also create a much more limited like gameplay and everything. It's much more stiff and everything. I hated that. I hated like Resident Evil 4 really ruined that shit. Then Gears of War came out. You know, take cover behind environments. Then every game started doing that. Every game started to take cover mechanics and stuff like that. Everybody wanted to become a Gears of War clone. Everybody wanted to be a Resident Evil clone. And then here we go with Call of Duty. Halo started it off though with the first person shooters. But Call of Duty, once Modern Warfare 2 came out, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Said Fears of Horror. He said we are in the quick turn era now. were the hottest thing. Yeah, everybody started doing it. That was the problem. Everybody started doing it. It became a standard. It became a fucking standard. Like, I like when my gameplay is like this. You see how I'm moving the camera around? I can see everything around me and everything. Full control of the camera, of my environment. But a lot of these new adventure games, it just stays behind your character. It just follows like this. It just stays behind them. I hate that game. I hate it. Alright. Was there another? Yeah. Oh, I finished the other one? No way. Alright, let me go back outside. What's up, Akuma? What's going on? So, busy working out after work. One quick thing about X-Men Legends. The reason why it ain't work as an action RPG is because it also has turn-based elements in addition to action. Okay. Yeah, my brother Keel Lancer and DX Strike, they love X-Men Legends. They have the original Part 1 and Part 2. Ugh. Yeah, like games. Now everybody's just mimicking each other. Everybody is like, you've seen one, you've seen it all.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
There's nothing really here.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic.
No, I never played Little Nightmares.
If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Yeah, I know, right, Chris? Oh, let's go over here. Let's go. What we have?
Well, so what'll it be? Should last you a good while.
Yeah, it should last me a good while. And that's all I needed.
Anything else?
Flame tongue. Wow.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Didn't sound happy.
What do you suppose?
Yeah, I'm not going to jump into anything yet. I'm just keep let the points pile up.
Take a seat, Clive.
Let me save real quick.
Fetch you a bowl of brown.
So you're really going through with it? Since we
Switch between action and pausing was
since I've known it.
with Final Fantasy switching between action and pausing. Nah, I liked that. Slow down and stuff. It was like a turn based. I liked the ATB where it slows things down and you do your commands and stuff like that.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Is he a spy? Never. Oh.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant.
1 second, guys. I'm trying to.
Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no.
It's hard streaming and playing at the same time, especially RPGs, because I have to try to. I don't want to miss anything, because I love talking to you guys. We'll be having some fun conversations, so I want to always like see what you guys talking about, but it's hard trying to play at the same
You
time.
could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Here you go.
Oh. Oh wow! It travels me there. Okay. Yeah, because you don't know how many times after I get off stream with you guys, I forgot everything in the game, what was going on in the game. And then I had to restart the save over again just to replay it after I get off stream with you guys, because I'm so invested in what y'all talking about. Because y'all ask some good questions and stuff. It like streaming is not as easy as people think it is, because you gotta be entertaining. You gotta entertain your viewers while trying to play the game at the same time. And I'm an RPG dude, so it's kind of hard trying to get into a story like Final Fantasy while turning around trying to see what you guys talking about and getting be involved and engaged with you guys.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quintin a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man, must have been a bloody...
Yeah, there is a video tomorrow at 8 o'clock. It's going to be talking about the whole situation with Sega in the Yakuza game. So, you can go, y'all guys will be able to check that out.
Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Oh, what's up, Derpy?
I can try.
That'll do.
I know you must. I know you have to be playing Power World, Derpy. If you are, what do you think of the game?
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're Safe here. They don't punish people like us.
Yeah, don't spoil nothing. I got the game. I haven't played it yet. I love the Yakuza 7. Poppy.
I'm hungry. My sister too. We're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard?
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
Delby? I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is.
You right, Kid.
Commands, as do we. And Master Quentin commands
you right, Cole.
that guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need so they eat their fill.
The thing is, like, I would suggest people when they first come into my streams, just ask, hey, what part are you in the game? Before they start going out, coming in, like, oh yeah, remember this, that. I'm like, oh, because that happened a few times. Some random person would come in. And it wasn't, doing it on purpose, but they would come in and just start talking about the game. And didn't even ask, like, if this is my first time playing the game or anything. And then I'm like, damn, well, I just got spoiled.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Bread and wine.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
The voice the acting on here is just like, I really like it. Like, everybody's acting their ass off on here.
What happens to us now, brother?
Nothing bad, I promise.
Master Quentin will never forgive me if I don't. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh,
The story's interesting. That's what's got me going right now. The story really got me interested. And I love the characters. And the music is a chef's kiss. The music's really good too.
Lostwing's pride and joy has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean.
Is it Harrison Ford on bath
I
salts?
suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quentin will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
It looks beautiful. This game looks beautiful.
But how did the grocer know his
Especially the
daughter had been
lighting,
stealing
man.
up to the vineyard to see the lad?
Don't tell me. Turnips for some.
That's one thing I can say about Square and Final Fantasy. They know how to make these environments and these worlds look believable. Got disappointed in Final Fantasy 13. I did play it, but didn't touch it again. I forgot about 13. I didn't finish it. I got disappointed. I got far into it near the end of the game, but
That must be the vineyard.
I couldn't do it.
Give me too much trouble.
That game was such a big disappointment. I got a PS3. I got a PS3 because like for 13. When they first showed the first trailer at E3, I think it was E3 06 or 07 or whatever. And the long wait for that game, and one of the biggest disappointments for me in gaming was Final Fantasy 13. Got a whole ass console for that. Better or Zesteria. Thank God you can order games online. Final 13. Yeah, I agree, Chris. 13, 15, 16. Now, out of all three of the games, I will say that I'm really liking 16 over 13 and 15 though. I will say that out of the three.
Looks like that was the last of them.
Like I said about 13. 13, I love the characters. The game looks beautiful. The story was meh. I was disappointed in the gameplay. I was totally disappointed in the gameplay. But I love the characters. And like I said, the game looked gorgeous. But it was the gameplay and the story was just meh. And I like Lightning as a character too.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
Oh, Final Fantasy 11, man. That game, bro. That was my first MMO. Final Fantasy 11. My first ever MMO. I really want to do a video talking about Final Fantasy 11, but I feel still I can't make a video because I don't have any of my old footage of 11, because I started playing 11 back in I was in high school, 12. I was in 12th grade when I first played 11, and in a bit of college. and it just seemed like me talking about it just wouldn't seem right if I didn't have any footage of my character and, you know, some of the good times I had with my friends and stuff like that. But 11 was the best, one of my favorite like MMOs and my favorite Final Fantasies, man.
Thank you.
I had so many memories with Final Fantasy 11, so many.
I'd say you've earned a reward.
Yeah. I have Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 is a good game. My problem is it doesn't feel like how I have felt playing Final Fantasy 11. I don't have that sense of like that. So it's missing that social aspect for me, because Final Fantasy 11 was fucking difficult. Final Fantasy 11, you couldn't do nothing without a party. You couldn't do nothing without a party, right? And the thing is, the game forced you. It forced you to go out and talk with people and try to put together a team. And the thing was, you would spend hours. Sometimes you'll go through the whole day without getting into a party, because it also depends on what class. Because if you was Dragoon, you was getting no play unless you made parties yourself. If you was Samurai, you was getting no play. Like all mages, especially white mage, the healing classes always got into parties. So it's easy to get to level 75 at that time. Or if you was a tank, you know? But the problem was, after a while, like, it was hard. And in certain classes, to put together a party was difficult, because you couldn't function as a party if you didn't have a healer. And if there was no healers in the healing classes in the area, because it was all taken up, you wasn't getting nothing done that day. You was getting nothing done. So when you did party with somebody in Final Fantasy 11, y'all made that shit count, and you end up making the best of friends. And then y'all all, after you finished partying for that day, all you guys would send each other friend requests, say, yo, we gotta do this again. Because we knew how difficult it was. We knew how difficult it was. Yeah, you knew what it was. You knew what it was. And I was Samurai. Well, I started with Paladin. I did Warrior for a bit and then went to Paladin. And my problem was with Final Fantasy 11 was I was so indecisive of what I really wanted to main. And then I end up choosing Samurai at the end of the day. But it took me forever. And my brother Keo was Dragoon, because he loved the Dragoon class. And he loved the class in all the Final Fantasies. So, but man, we had some fucking great times. And I had a link show I made called Children of Vanadel. I had like 20, maybe 30 members in my link show. Oh man, it was fucking fun. And farming for Gil was a pain in the ass. Like, dude, like I said, you couldn't do none of the stories without a party. You couldn't solo anything in that fucking game, unless you was Beastmaster or whatever. You couldn't solo shit in that damn game. You couldn't do nothing without a party. You couldn't do nothing. So I only completed the Final Fantasy 11 game itself, and I made it to Rise of Zolar. I bought every expansion pack, but couldn't do none of the content. That game was hard, but it was fun. It taught you like teamwork, because that game was so brutal. If you died, you lost experience points, and then you can D-level. You can fucking D-level. So everybody played at their damn best. 14 doesn't have that feel for me, is because now you have instant dungeons, meaning that you can party. The game finds a party. It randomizes and puts you in a party with people. It finds the people for you, and you play together. But you're all from different servers. And then once you finish that dungeon, everybody go about their merry way. So what happens is, in 14, there was no sense of like getting attached to people and getting to know new people. And then at this time, I have my brothers. So I didn't have to party with anybody else. I can just party with my brothers. So me and my brothers didn't really have any incentive to go meet new people. It wasn't really a thing. And that's the thing I really didn't like. I'm not really feeling about 14 as far as the social aspect. But the game is overall good. Yeah, oh man. You would have to in-game content back then to make money. Yeah, HMM, yeah. Yeah, man, like 11, that was that game, bro. Like I made so like I haven't had a game to where I'm in school daydreaming about it. Like I said, I was by the time I got the game, I was in 11th going into 12th grade, and all I did was eat, sleep, and drink that game. That's all I played was Final Fantasy 11. Me and my brother Keo. That's all we did. I used to think about it all day while in high school. Just think about that game, thinking about my friends and stuff. And I just couldn't wait to go home and log into that game to see my friends so we can all play together. That game was so damn fun, man. Final Fantasy 11 was so fucking fun. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I wasn't really into WoW. Like I said, I'm not really into Western style RPG, like Western RPGs. Like WoW, that Dungeons and Dragons, like you get the druids and stuff like that, and I'm not really into those Western fantasy RPGs or MMOs. Like that's why I never played EverQuest. Wasn't really into those. So that's why, like, once Final Fantasy 11 came out, I said, okay, it's Final Fantasy. I love Final Fantasy. This is gonna be my time to get into an MMO right now.
Quick look.
So the Pixel Remaster thinks it's... Why is it $75? If I ever went to the Hollow Hotel, I think I might have. Can't remember. But I was on Final Fantasy 11. I was a human, and I was in Badstock.
Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Alright, we're gonna whoop somebody's ass real quick. Nah, I ain't played Sokom at all.
Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here.
Golden Stables my ass. Compoth. Yeah, spit in his throat.
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
Whoop the ass real quick.
Get him, lads. I want that plate.
Let's get this over with.
That's enough.
That was easy. So they did more work on it, and then Capcom did on the Battle Network. I heard positive things about the Battle Network collection, though.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about
safe.
the
If it weren't for
collection, the
and
Battle
me,
Network
merchants
collection.
won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going.
Oh yeah, the days of the demo disc. Yeah, like it used to come with PlayStation Magazine and all these other different magazines that the demo disc, or when you had to port your console. Because remember, I got the first PS1 I had PS1 during launch. Me and my dad, And I remember it used to come with a demo disc. The days of the demo disc was something, bro. I kind of got that nostalgia feel when I got the PS5 when we had the Playroom demo. It gave me that nostalgia because it felt like an actual PlayStation demo. And then and the thing about the Playroom, it showed off one of Sony's old IPs, Jumping Flash. They had Robert in the background. I said, oh my god, why they want to tease Robert and not bring Jumping Flash back like that? So I did appreciate the Playroom. I need chips, I think. Alright, so that should be all the quests. We'll check one more time, just in case in a second.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
All right? Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
Okay, moving forward to the story.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Oh, what's up, Adonis?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said he's the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
He said, if he's seen the showing, you need to say it looks simply gorgeous. Shut up, AJ. Everybody starting to know my I guess my favorite lines I always be saying too much. It's simply gorgeous. Wish I have experienced arcade era though. Now the thing is about me with the arcade era, I was around during the arcade era, but the thing was I was very short, so I really couldn't touch the controls. By the time I was able to get tall enough to reach the arcade buttons and controls, the arcade started dying out because we started moving more over to consoles and stuff like that. But yeah.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
How did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Yeah, it's definitely not the same. I agree. I'm not going to attack them. Yeah, the environments are just
No mistakes. Stay down.
I do want to go to. I am going to go to Japan at some point because I was supposed to go in. I was supposed to go in 2020, but that's when we got hit with the pandemic around that time. But me and my brothers and my pops go visit Japan.
Northreach. The soldiers used to speak of a brothel. That was north of the checkpoint. I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
We gotta go see some whores. Let's kill some monsters first. Before we check out some whores. Really weird move that I can come back. And that's the thing about this. Like, I'm not strategizing. I'm just mashing. I never felt that way when I played 7 Remake's combat system.
Let's make this quick.
Gotta use the icon abilities more and spice up the combat. Or, yeah, I can do that too, but it's like there's not enough moves right now. I guess. So after a while, you constantly doing the same thing. And also too, like when something works, there's really no incentive to try other things when something works, you know? He said, Chris stupid. Yeah, like... I love the music, but what do you know? Yeah, that's why I like the environments on this game. It's actually some explorable shit on here. They should remake this game in VR. Well, in third person in VR, to look around and stuff, I think that'd be cool. I don't need it in first person. They need more third person games in VR rather than first person, because third person has a lot of potential. Because I have 3 headsets. I have 3 VR headsets. I got Meta. I have the Oculus Rift S, the Meta Quest 2, and Meta Quest 3. I still haven't opened my Meta Quest 3 yet. There's some other attachments I want to get for it.
That's it. Stay down.
How long can you wear your head before you get tired? That's a good question. I don't really play. I mean, how I say it. The longest I ever played was for an hour. I wouldn't say I never really got tired. The thing you said, having the screen so close to your eyes, nah, it's not overwhelming. Like, bro, when you put the headset on, man, it feels like you in a whole different fucking world. It has cushions on it, so you never really feel like you're in pain or anything like that. And once you put your eyes into it, your eyes are not on the lens. But when you sit your face in it, you don't even notice there's a lens, because it's like you're actually in the world. So you don't really realize that you're looking through a lens. If you want to ease or make it even more comfortable, what I did was for my Meta Quest 3, I bought a rubber faceplate too to put even more cushion on it. I think the only thing that will fuck with you is is the head strap. The default head strap will make your head hurt. Meaning because there's no it's either going to be too loose or too tight. There's no in between. That's why you have to buy third party head straps that has better control, better fitness on it. I would suggest too to get a battery pack strap, because what happens is when you put the battery pack on it, it gives it better weight to sit on your head. Because when you don't have that, you still get that weight where it pulls on your head and stuff. But yeah, to get the real good comfortable experience, I will get get third party stuff to add to it, and it makes the experience even better. But I love VR. Many people thinks VR is a gimmick. It's not. The potential is there. From my experience and from me playing it, it's like a totally different experience. And another thing you gotta understand about VR as well, I see people saying, "Oh, it don't look that good." The thing about VR, the trailers for VR games is not the true representation of it. When you look at a VR game in a trailer, you're like, the graphics look okay, this, that, and the other. No, because to get the real wonder of it, you have to put it on your eye. You have to put it on your head to look into the game. The trailers does a disservice to VR games than anything. But VR games are getting so much better, even graphically, to the point is now you start to see a lot of VR games that look good in the trailers. So if it looks good in the trailers, it's gonna look fucking godlike when you put the actual thing on your fucking head. And now they got an Unreal mod from these modders. It's fucking nuts. Now with as long as the game is utilizing the Unreal Engine, you can play any game in VR, and you can play any game in first person or third person as long as you just tweak it for that game. It's nuts. No, VR is fun. Like I said, now all we need is more people would adopt VR. It's if we get more AAA developers making games for or releasing games around the same time window where they release it for the console and they have a VR version that's coming out, months later or even simultaneously. Because that's what I think is the problem. Where, VR is its own separate thing. It's its own gaming experience. So you have developers who only make games for VR. But imagine if you had Halo VR or Call of Duty VR. You know what I'm saying? More people would go grab that headset and give it a try. I know that we getting a remake to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas exclusive to the MetaQuest, built from the ground up for the MetaQuest. That's how you get people to adopt the VR headset. We need more studios, AAA studios, like releasing games day and date or months after the console or PC release. Make VR versions for it. I guarantee you more people would adopt it. So I don't think I can play Outlast VR. What's up, Demarcus?
Oh, and a chine of roast antelope.
Man, Elden Ring VR would be dope.
You there? Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
There's so much they can do. Cyberpunk VR. Jesus, that would be hot.
Not getting any fresher.
Welcome. I'll be here if you need me.
Oh yeah, that would make a VR DOA volleyball VR would be crazy. I mean, there's mods for it to use your headset, but an actual VR built for it.
My mistake.
Oh, is this the whore?
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway.
Oh,
do you
shit.
think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles.
I can see this like a 3D hentai. Like they take this scene and the next thing you know, a 3D hentai animator will actually do a scene where Clive is just fucking her and shit like that. I can see that being a scenario.
I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you?
I didn't really care for Flash games much.
We do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
Unless...
She goes?
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes,
I'll tear
that will
her
do
ass up.
nicely. But I
shall expect a favor in return.
Yeah, I had a Gigapet and I had Tamagotchi. I had like 4 of them. And the crazy thing was, like, our grandparents had bought those for Christmas. Bought us those for Christmas. Like, during the time Tamagotchi came out, I remember I had Final Fantasy 9. Was it Final Fantasy 9? Was it? No, it was Ogre Battle 64. I had a couple of games. Hey, my mom and dad bought me all these games for Christmas, and played the hell out of them. But when Grandmom and Grandpop came over, they had bought us our own Tamagotchis and Gigapets, and we played that more. I played that more than my consoles and shit like that. And my Grandmom and Grandpop was like smiling and stuff, and said, "See, you know, your grandparents always had the better gifts." And Mom and especially Dad was boiling because I had all these games and shit like that. But damn, when Grandma, because that was the thing, the Gigapets and the Tamagotchis.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my brand.
They were my bread and butter back when I was 13.
And no more my masters than you are. But
yeah, I still have my Final Fantasy 9.
It's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame.
Have you burnt?
Get out of my sight, filth.
Not really. Not really cool. I've never been burnt out.
That wasn't so bad.
I always had like a variety of things.
Wasn't so
'Cause
bad.
if I wasn't playing a fighting
might have
game or
recognized
RPG, especially back then,
But they didn't. And
I would
even
play.
if they
I would
had,
like
they wouldn't
do
have done
RPG
anything
Maker,
about
work on
it.
an RPG of my
The
own
gentlemen
and stuff
of the
like that.
garrison are some of my best
So they break up.
customers.
They
We
break it
have
up.
An arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me,
Something gonna
we
fuck
can
up.
speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
We gonna fight here. 'Cause I think this is a place I seen in the trailer. Something gonna fuck up.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Oh, there's more whores.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling.
What's her link tree?
To the Vale.
Oh, she probably got all the whores in there. She the madam. Let me look around first. The lighting, man. I love the lighting.
Need not remind me. Their incessant chittering.
Bet she got an OnlyFans. She's not even the hottest girl you meet.
Think I might see you tonight?
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
What the fuck? I never had characters that made me question anything.
Enough to keep prying eyes looking closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
He said, oh wait, it's a new...
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Well, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more
Niggas be
bodies,
racist as
huh?
shit on this.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that
Yeah,
we are.
yeah, niggas be racist
Robin
as
and
shit
I
on this
think about
joint.
the dames being
that's why I'm glad Yoshi P didn't pay any of those people no mind, because they was trying to accuse him of racism because not having people of color in here. Only to find out that this game has like slavery and people being racist and shit in here. Can you imagine if Yoshi P would have bent his knee and decided, okay, we'll add people of color, and then people play the game and find out it's racism and slavery and shit, then they start bitching about that. That's why I'm glad he didn't listen and just made the story he wanted to make.
Oh,
I remember that whole
just so
spiel
you
about
know,
that shit.
I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want
No, nigga, we're gonna play right. We're gonna fight right now, dog. Let me go fuck him up real quick.
Now,
Let's draw the blade.
cocky bastard. All right, let's be happy.
Oh, thanks for subscribing, TK.
And when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. Alright? So you know one end of
Damn! He almost done already. Damn! Get your bitch ass out of here.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Not a bearer. Win the dame's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
It's over. You got potential. I give you that. I'll be dead.
Damn! Scrubs. As you stupid. These dudes was fucking scrubs.
Go now.
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Punk asses. Destroyed them niggas.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed.
Yeah.
Not permitted a
I
moment's
agree.
rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital. and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough.
Yeah.
We can't let people starve as well.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest. Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see. Has it always been this bad? Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him.
Sound robotic and natural.
Many others.
Yeah. The NPCs, their acting is like really good.
I have something for you.
Best towel physics ever.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Nigga, I got a sword. Right? I don't know how you would. Why would you give a slave a weapon? That's the crazy thing. Like, nigga, I got a sword. I will fuck you up. That's what I don't understand.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars.
What's up, Cricket?
So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marv, the task... There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, Cole.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Hey, and also
So he
shoot.
found
Oh,
someone
thanks.
to help him then. Just as
And
well.
congrats on the
Many of
podcast
his
last night.
friends back at court have been taking
Oh
a
yeah,
little too
yeah.
much
That was a fun
interest in him of
podcast.
late.
I paid for it though. I didn't know it was that. I didn't know I streamed that long. I looked up. It was going on 3 a.m. I was fucking tired. I slept that next day. I slept that whole
He
day.
was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered
I was
by the way the Empire
exhausted.
treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may
Man,
have
this
lost
won't be
an
a long
uncle.
stream. I gotta eat
Bearers are
dinner.
being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't
You know, we need more brothels and games.
tell me
More
you've grown
like
tired
Western.
of us.
It's not that.
No one's allowed through the gate until all packs have been
Ever do they get that colour?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
He said on the Jenny Craig diet. He said, why you like the chocolates on the Jenny Craig diet? You
can tell.
Oh shit.
I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Each one is handcrafted from the finest.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Damn, niggas be racist as shit.
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Yo.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
He said, nigga, just take this clutch and go. That's pretty much. That's pretty much. No lie.
It all smells so delightful.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind. Whether you have the coin or not.
Damn.
Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer.
I don't know what's worse, a woman being racist towards you or a dude.
Right. Quickly now, before the guards notice.
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled from our most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
That's the day done then.
How about the veil?
The markets are a veritable midden.
Yeah.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
I returned. I had to go through all the racism and shit. They just pretty much call me a nigga without calling me a nigga.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so
Final
scarce
racism
here.
16.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see,
And
Tatienne was an
work hard for
orphan.
3
And
uses.
she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
It's crazy how got the madam. Most of these chicks was orphans,
And you've already been sent off on an errand.
they come here. They were raised from orphans to be whores. That's crazy.
Later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
He was sneaking in to get that.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
He was sneaking in to get it.
Garrison. Seems
That shit must have been that good. My nigga was sneaking in to get it.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Power of a woman, I tell you that.
Heard the bones fell favorably to the...
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your
Damn.
tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
Damn, niggas like so if you that's why she run this shit. The dame shit, she run it. And so if he's wearing the sash of the dame, getting smart with him, she would close access to all pussies to these soldiers. That's why she run this shit. She controls all the pussy in this place.
Village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
That's why all these dudes be walking around scared or just be like, oh, the dame. Like, oh, you lucky to be walking around with the dame. Because she controls the pussy. None of them niggas get any pussy if they get out of pocket with her. That is power. Yeah. That's why he told him, like, yo, don't get smart with him. He wearing the brooch from the dame. He's like, yo, she would literally close the doors. She would close the brothel from us getting access. That's power.
Clive.
She run that shit.
Tidings.
That's why.
To be seen.
That's what makes men and women different. Men, like, we're more physical. Women have to be different. When she has power, using her femininity, she can control anything without laying a hand on anybody. She don't have to be masculine to be powerful. Her femininity is that damn strong. She got the whole fucking place on lock. This woman.
Business with a merchant there.
And she don't have a sword or nothing.
Continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bears.
Yeah.
And they will
Think
not
about it.
hesitate to report one
There's a powerful ruler or a powerful emperor.
There is a man in Moor who
And you have the queen.
More than one, in fact.
If the queen's pussy is that good, she's actually running that kingdom, not him. Because he's going to do anything and everything to please her. If she gets upset, or he will look at his wife, he will look at her like, hey babe, should I do this? And she'll give him the nod and he'll do it. She run that shit. That's power. Remember 300? When on the intro, when those men came in there, and he got smart with King, they got smart with King Leonidas, and then King Leonidas didn't do anything. He didn't do anything until he turned around and looked at his wife. He got permission from his wife. He looked at his wife, and his wife shook and nodded, and that's when he said, "This is Sparta," and kicked them motherfuckers down that damn well. That's power. That King Leonidas is a powerful man. He didn't make no move until he got the permission from his wife. So the women are powerful. This why this whole making women masculine and all this other type of bullshit is not necessary. Her femininity alone is powerful. She just goes about it differently because she's the frailer sex. So she has to use her femininity to get her ways, to gaslight, to manipulate, use her sexuality. And it's nothing that's what a woman has to do. And that's power. That's power. And yet they keep telling women that she has to be like a man and shit like that. And she has to be rough like a man, act like a man. And she don't have to do that. A woman can get more from a man by just being feminine. She will have a man melting in the palm of her hands. And women forgot that. Motherfucker, this nigga, no, you don't peck me and run. No, hell with that. I ain't done with you. You don't peck me and run. What the fuck? What the fuck you do?
Excellent.
Next time you see a female, look at her when she's not looking. Look at her. Yeah, power. Women knew this. Gaslight. I just learned what the word is, and it's becoming up a lot in my life now. Must be a sign. Hey Mugen, did you see the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League ending was spoiled? Yeah, I saw all that. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. Rolling. Not surprised fans don't like killing the band. Yeah. Oh shit. Look at this environment, man.
That's enough for today, Branded.
Like how Joel got killed. Alright, let me see. That's alright, that's it for now, guys. I gotta make me some dinner. And I gotta prep for the next YouTube video for Friday's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow I'm streaming tomorrow at 5. We'll be watching the State of Play tomorrow. So we'll be definitely doing that. Remember, 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys can make it, that'll be cool. So you'll be seeing me again tomorrow. So you guys have a good night. I'll be seeing you guys next time. This is Mugen Lord signing off. I'll see you Game Fiends later.